The Central Bank of Nigeria says it has no authority to direct the Nigerian customs not to inspect the petroleum products imported into the country. The CBN was answering to the allegation by customs that there is a circular directing it not to inspect petroleum imports. At day 10 of the fuel subsidy probe by the House of Representatives Committee taking place in Abuja, both bodies had the opportunity of defending themselves.
It's day 10 of the fuel subsidy probe by the House of Representatives ad hoc committee. And again, the central bank was present at the hearing to tender some documents requested by the committee and to clarify certain issues. The committee sought to know if there has been any more increase from the 1.73 trillion naira reported by the central bank as the subsidy paid as of 2011.
From our interaction with the various importers, we are aware that several of them still have outstanding payments. From that information that came in to date, has that figure increased, or is it still 1.73? Have there been any increase in terms of the drawdown on the subsidy payments?
I don't yet have the number, but I can assure you there will be increase because of the way sovereign debt note is paid. It's always paid when it falls due. When sovereign debt note is issued, it's acknowledgement of government debt and is future dated. So to the extent that not all of them have traveled back to us, there will still be many more that will come.
The issue of importation of petroleum products came to the fore again, and the central bank exonerated itself from the allegation that it directed the customs through a circular not to inspect imported petroleum products at the ports.
If customs don't have the single declaration form at the point of arrival, I don't know how they can inspect the terms of quantity.
I don't have the authority to tell customs not to inspect a particular.
I recall when you made a presentation the other day, you said there was a circular directing you not to inspect the imports. Did that circular come from the CBN or from the Federal Ministry of Finance?
In our presentations, we did say that we were not examining the imported petroleum products on account of two circulars. One from the CBN and the second one from the Federal Ministry of Finance. Sir, all imports into this country today are guided by the destination inspection regime. And like I did say earlier, as we speak, there is no legislation in support of that procedure. And that is why we are still relying on the provisions of the pre-shipment inspection regime. And under that pre-shipment inspection regime, which we are relying on, Central Bank of Nigeria is the secretariat of the CISS, that's the Comprehensive Import Supervision Scheme. The circular we referred to originated, like I said, from both the CBN and the Federal Ministry of Finance. We even contested it, and it is documented that what was issued in that circular did not derive directly from what Mr. President approved.
What we import into guidelines generally will be presidential directive, will also be fiscal derivative of fiscal policies and so on and so forth, which we condense into operational guideline. And so when we talk about central bank directive, if it's as a result of that agency committee, which also has different government agencies and functionary, then of course it's just issuing out guideline as a secretariat, as opposed to central bank as an institution saying that this is what I want done, this is not what I want done.
The Executive Secretary of the Petroleum Equalization Fund Management Board was also on the hot seat, where she was asked to shed light on how bridging of petroleum products is done, as well as how to reduce bridging claims.
In your own opinion, how can we reduce bridging claim?
Well, I think getting the pipelines once the pipelines are functional, we won't have the incidents, and we won't have the high increment or the reason to bridge. That is one of the things. The other, basically, in fact, is getting pipelines to work.
Hearing will continue as more testimonies are expected to be taken from more players in the oil industry.